Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. So on this lecture here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the back end, okay? So I'm gonna go step by step, so don't worry, you're gonna understand it. So let's go here real quick. And what I wanna do, first of all, I'm gonna import something for SQLAlchemy here. So let's go ahead and bring that up, SQLAlchemy. I'm gonna import this or just like that. We're gonna use that in a minute, okay? This is just to make decisions here, and or you know, inside the SQL. So yeah, let's go ahead and create the queue here that we have in our form. As you can see right here, we're passing that in, right? So let's go ahead and create that query. So let's go and say, hey, from the request, I need to get something in the address bar. Let's get some arguments. And what is this argument gonna be? Well, remember that this is a GET request, right? This form doesn't even have an action attribute. Let's take that off. So let's go ahead and get the queue or empty space, and then we'll strip it down from empty spaces, right? Sorting. Let's work on that variables as well. And sorting is gonna be very similar, but because we're getting it from the URL, but everything else is gonna be different, right? Because if we're looking for sort, and then if anything, we'll have a name ascending for default. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create a query here real quick with the model. Let's put that query, so it just makes it easy for us to construct this. So we can say if the queue, let's put an if statement here with the query, and let's build this. So inside an SQL statement, right, for the database, you're gonna have this like keyword in there. This like keyword is going to allow you to find anything, a string preferably, right, to match anything here. Let's say William, right? That is going to be carry on with this statement. In order for us to have this like, SQLAlchemy is going to provide to us some methods that we can use to have this like statement, or should I say language, put in the database, right? So behind the scene, this is going to get translated. The method that we're going to be using is going to get translated to the like keyword there, or function. All right. So we're going to put F string here because that's what has to be. It has to be 2 percentage symbols here, one in the beginning and one at the end, carrying the query, carrying the string, whatever we want to match. Okay? That's what that is. So let me put this a little bigger here so that way you can see it. All right? Okay. Let's get the query here. And guys, by the way, filter in SQLAlchemy is the where statement. Okay? So we're going to use or, and this function is going to allow us to make a decision. And we can say, hey, I want you to match the name or the email or the phone. That's what we're going to do right now. So let's bring that down right here. We're going to grab the model and we're going to say the name I like, just like that. And we're going to pass in this variable which has the query, just like that. We're going to do the same thing for the rest. Let's copy this, bring it down a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So this one here would be for the email. And this one here would be for the phone. Just like that. All right. That is perfect. All right. So we're going to change this a little bit here. Okay. So I'm going to go on top here. Let's create a query here. And I'm going to put that in there, just like this. All right. We're going to leave this here. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. All right. This needs to be matching this if statement right here. Okay. And I'm going to put a if statement here. I'm going to take this off. So I'm going to say if the sort variable, okay, we got it right here that we're getting from the URL. You're going to see that is equal to this, then I want to show this descending here, right? Or I could have said it differently, but else I'm gonna grab this guy here and I put it in here. We're gonna do ascending, ASC. Okay? Simple as that. Now, contacts here, this variable. Oh, what we can do with contacts is we can assign it to query all, just like that. So now what we need to do is pass these values here to our templates. Like for example, we need to pass is the Q, and I had it right. I typed it and I went blank there for a minute. And we need to pass in the sort. Simple as that. Now, one thing to keep in mind. Oh my God, look at this one. So yeah, I needed to actually not override that. If I do that, I'm gonna reset everything and it's not gonna work. I mean, some of the things here, especially, yeah, that's good that I caught it in time. So anyway, let's go ahead and check this out and see if it works, all right? So refresh just to make sure your application is not broken. And let's go ahead and do this and apply, and you can see that that works. Let's go ahead and take that out and hit apply, and that works. Let's go ahead and do the filtering here, the sorting. Alphabetical order, you can see the R is before the E. And now it goes above, right? Really cool stuff. All right, so yeah, this is actually working here really good. All right, guys, that's it for this lecture. Hopefully you get your code working. If not, just keep trying. You'll get it done. All right, I'm gonna leave it right here so that way you guys can copy this. And the indents, you shouldn't have to worry too much about the indents because you're gonna get it right, right? Just get everything I got here and yours and your end template should be working 100%. Don't forget the values. Don't forget the name attribute values, all right? Don't forget the if statements here. All righty, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next lecture. Keep it up, guys.